about the 5 signs that you might be burning out and what you can do about it. So burnout's something that's close to my heart. I had a burnout in 2012 when I left my city career, had a complete change of career and direction, and now obviously I run Bodyshot Performance, the health and wellbeing consultancy. I wrote a book about this. It's called Rise and Shine, Recover from Burnout and Get Back to Your Best, and that's available on Amazon if you want to buy more, learn more, buy the book and dig more into this subject. But firstly, let's start with the definition of burnout, which according to the Merriam-Webster Medical Dictionary is a physical and emotional state of exhaustion brought on by prolonged and chronic stress. So this isn't something that you get if you're a little bit overworked, a little bit stressed. It's a result of prolonged stress where you haven't had the opportunity to rest, recover, and your allostatic load is increased. Allostatic load is basically the wear and tear on the body caused by prolonged stress, which increases with time. And the only way really to reduce the allostatic load is to have a prolonged period of rest to counter the period of stress. There are 3 things, I think, and this is just my non-medical opinion, that drive burnout. One is relentless productivity. So constantly doing things, busy, busy, busy. Strong driver towards burnout, particularly if you measure your self-worth by your productivity. That's a hiding to nothing. The second one is what I call crippling perfectionism. The need to do things perfectly and to work and work and work at them, because of course perfection doesn't exist, and prolific is often better than perfect, or certainly good enough in many instances, is just that. So chasing that crippling perfectionism is also very much a leader into burnout. And the last one is compulsive helping. I know a great many people who always like to be helping. They always like to be busy, doing things for others all the time, and it makes them feel good. Again, it's linked with that self-worth, but actually it's a strong driver towards burnout. You can't always be helping other people, and I think what's connected with a lot of those 3 things as well, particularly perfectionism. I'd really recommend the work of Dr. Brené Brown on this. She wrote a brilliant book, amongst many she's written, called Daring Greatly. Again, you'll find that on Amazon. And she really drills down into what perfectionism is, and she brings it back to shame. And I think that's a really interesting perspective on it. So I'd recommend reading her book as well. So what are the 5 things that I think contribute towards or burnout, or signs of burnout, things that you can recognise in yourself? The first one is apathy and anhedonia. So apathy is a reluctance to do anything. I can't really be bothered. Everything's difficult. You feel very heavy and very weighted. Anhedonia, on the other hand, is a loss of pleasure in things that you would normally find pleasurable. So let's say you used to enjoy walking. Now you can't be bothered to do it. You used to enjoy playing squash or badminton or even being with the kids, and now just not getting the joy out of it anymore. Strong sign that you're burning out is anhedonia and apathy. The second one is finding it hard to shut off. So tired or wired is another great expression that describes this state. Perhaps you're even dreaming about work. You have this low level of anxiety, find it hard to get away from your devices. I'm just going to check my email again. Even scrolling to get the refresh on your email when you know that it will automatically update. Just finding it really difficult to disconnect. That is a sign that you're on the route to burnout as well. Mood and personality problems is another indicator. So somebody else might highlight this to you. Do you know what? You're being an arse again. Or you're actually really moody, really irritable. This isn't like you. Or you'll notice it in yourself. You'll just think, I'm not behaving normally. As twinned with the fact that I'm apathetic, I'm not getting the same pleasure out of things. I just don't feel myself. So when you start to notice that your mood is profoundly changed, and changed for more than just a day or so as well, and again, that might be depressive symptoms or anxiety, that's another indicator that you could be burning out. Number 4 is fatigue. So you'll feel constantly tired. Perhaps you go to bed and sleep for quite a long time, maybe 7, 8, 9 hours, but wake up and you're not rested. That's another indicator. On the contrary, you might just be going to bed and getting a few hours of sleep, but you wake up, you feel tired and wired, and you're just exhausted all the time. That's a very big indicator that you have got to put the brakes on and do something about it. And the 5th one is physical symptoms. So burnout often manifests itself in physical symptoms. The body keeps the score. So whatever it is that you are experiencing, you can't keep doing it forever. You can't keep smashing yourself with work and then smashing yourself with high intensity workouts, because that's what you think you should be doing. The body will keep the score. Great book as well, called The Body Keeps the Score, you'll find on Amazon, by Bessel van der Bilk, I think his name is. That's a really good book of how trauma and prolonged stress gets caught in the body and then manifests itself in physical symptoms. And they might include unexplained aches and pains, backache, headaches, migraines, that kind of thing. Heaviness, a lethargy, achy legs, all these different sorts of things are often a reflection of the allostatic load that you're under. Now, there are 5 things I think that you can do to try and help burnout. First one is acknowledge there's a problem. Acknowledge to yourself, acknowledge to somebody else that you think you might be burning out. Second one is colour code your week. So green is your rest and recovery time. Maybe that's sleep as well. Red is when you're working. Make yellow actually sleep, keep that separate from rest and recovery. And then blue's perhaps family and personal time. What you'll probably notice is there's a lot of red in there and not much green, yellow or blue. So your third thing to action is to try and increase those colours and reduce the red. Number 4 is movement. Get active, just little bits of movement. Obviously, if you're on the burnout spectrum, you don't want to be doing high intensity stuff. So just gentle restorative movement, lots of walking, just getting up and down, not sitting down for too long. Maybe some yoga, stretching, massage, that kind of thing. And the final thing is seek help. So whatever's going on for you, go and get some help, whether it's from a doctor, from a coach, from another area of the medical profession, whomever it is, just seek help for what you're going through. I again refer to my book Rise and Shine. There are some brilliant case studies in there of people that have done just that. They've gone through all the process of, do I need help? Do I need medication? Am I burning out? There's some real rich stories in that book that you can read and perhaps identify with. If you need any help from us, bodyshotperformance.com or Leanne at bodyshotperformance.com will get to me directly. If there's anything at all that we can do, or if you have questions or comments, please let us know. Thanks for watching.